Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you go to therealdribble.com and check out that PA knit collection, you heard? They doing numbers over there. Go cop up. Tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. Hey yo, finally that digital download is available. Go to bloodsagas.com, cop up now. Hey yo, LAZ, I'm in Queensbridge to be exact. Shout out to the whole Queensbridge project. I just left my dudes at the How It Happened podcast. Just did an exclusive interview with them dudes. Make sure you go over there and check that. Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you run over and subscribe to my bros over there at InSource TV. They got a lot of fire exclusive interviews. Yersk. Check they new joint with Mr. Full Moon. It's called Tales of a Killer Priest. Exclusive stories you never heard in your life. Yersk. Leave some comments. Tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. Links in the description and in the comment section. Broadcasting live from New York City. It's the hottest channel on these YouTube streets. The best jail stories and hood stories are here. Make sure you subscribe today. LAZ. It's wild dumb brick outside. Real talk. I told dudes I was gonna start doing them up north stories. That's gonna be the spinoff. Up north stories, and then I'm gonna do Brownsville stories. You feel what I'm saying? Brownsville stories from out the 80s and the early 90s. Woo! Up north is crazy. Up north is different. You feel what I'm saying? One reality is, everybody that was doing what they was doing on Rikers Island, they ain't doing that up north. And some niggas that was up north getting busy, they wasn't doing that on Rikers Island. So it's a weird place. You feel what I'm saying? But when you on Rikers Island, they be telling you like, yo, look, every nigga that's on the island getting busy ain't gonna go up north and get busy. Some niggas gonna go up north and be super pussy. You feel me? And I saw it with my own two eyes. Niggas that was murderers on Rikers Island, niggas that was predicate cutters on Rikers Island, niggas that was super dangerous Con Air type criminals on Rikers Island, and them niggas got up north and signed in PC, or they got up north, got stabbed, cut, they ain't do nothing, they was scared, they ran. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas is human, so I ain't knocking a nigga for that, but I'm telling you the facts of jail. A lot of niggas on Rikers Island that be getting super duper busy, they don't get busy up north. They be up north quiet. You feel me? Or hiding from all the dirt that they did on Rikers Island. They be playing a gang. You understand what I'm saying? Playing a religious organization or something like that to be safe. Because they did so much dirt on Rikers Island, now they scared. You know what I'm saying? I done seen niggas who cut 50 niggas on Rikers Island get up north to Greene Correctional Facility, where I'm about to tell the story about, and them niggas signed in PC, or them niggas just ran to the police and said, get me out of here, nigga. I can't live here. You feel what I'm saying? So for those who don't know, Greene Correctional Facility is basically like one of the wildest mediums in the state of New York. And it mostly houses like 75% adolescents, niggas under the age of 21, 22. You feel what I'm saying? So it's basically a state jail filled with nothing but New York, niggas from the 5 boroughs, you know, niggas from Westchester County, Long Island, and motherfuckers from Buffalo and upstate, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers in Greene Correctional Facility, they came from DFY, Division for Youth. They had a charge under the age of 16, and when they turn 16, they ship your ass to the regular adult state jails. You feel what I'm saying? So Greene is one of those jails, but except for Greene is mostly adolescent, like Kaksaki is. Like when you got a bunch of time, you be at Kaksaki. When you got a medium amount of time, you be in Greene. You understand what I'm saying? So Kaksaki is like the max jail for adolescents. That's like the worst jail you ever want to be in New York State. That's gladiator school for real. There's a few gladiator schools upstate, but Kaksaki is gladiator school for real, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Where niggas is getting stabbed and cut all day, every day. Where niggas is 16, 17 years old and got 50, 60 years, life, double life, all of that. Niggas ain't never coming home. Niggas 16 years old and ain't never coming home. So imagine how 16 and 17-year-old niggas act behind the wall when they got 30, 40 years. Them niggas don't give a fuck about nothing.
You understand what I'm saying? So it be popping and jumping all fucking day long, 24 hours a day. Now, Greene is the same way. It's medium, niggas with medium time, but you know what? Niggas is adolescent and ungrateful and they don't give a fuck. They just here to pop off. You feel what I'm saying? So, in Greene, it's a very problematic jail where people get stabbed and cut every day. You feel what I'm saying? But when I was in Franklin, see, when Pataki came in office, he fucked the whole law up where of how the state runs, where, you know, mediums, minimums, maximums, all of them shits, it started being a blurry line between all of them shits when Pataki came in office. Now you can have medium time, your ass will end up in a max for a couple of years. Now you can have max time and they'll send your ass to a medium with 10 years left to your board. That wasn't a good formula. You understand what I'm saying? Then they had camps like minimums that they turned into mediums. But the classification and the way the jail ran was still like a minimum, like Camp Gabriel, which is another story I'll tell about how I was in this jail called Camp Gabriel that used to be a minimum security camp that turned into one of the wildest fucking jails in New York State, one of the most dangerous jails. You feel what I'm saying? So Greene is one of those mediums that's extremely fucking dangerous. It's nothing but dorms. You gotta sleep in the dorm with 60 motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm in Franklin, which is a mostly predominantly adult jail. When I was there, I was 17 years old. I was literally a kid and literally the youngest kid in the entire jail. Now that I'm older, I think somebody dropped slips on me to get me out the jail because I was around too much adult shit and motherfuckers was like, this kid don't even need to be here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's too much fucking grown shit going on around here for him. Like, niggas probably dropped slips on me like, yo, this nigga don't supposed to be in this jail. So they eventually found out that I was under the age of 21 and they shipped me to an adolescent jail, which was Greene. So when I got packed up, he packed me up. I mean, I found out where I was going to. Seen the shit in the draft room, or niggas told me, like, when you know niggas will put you on. Niggas like, yo, you going to Greene. You feel me? So I go back to the jail. After I pack my shit up, I go back to the dorm. I'm like, he's like, where you going, son? Where you going? I'm like, yo, I'm going to Greene. So niggas like, oh man, you going to fucking gladiator school, son. You going to fucking gladiator school, son. Damn. Now, Franklin was a wild jail too, but as adults. And adults, some niggas a little bit more laid back. They talk out a little bit more problems here and there, you feel what I'm saying? I done seen, Franklin was a jail where I first seen two niggas go gun for gun, stabbing each other up, like really trying to kill each other. Like Rikers Island shit be wild and fast. Up north, niggas really be trying to kill each other for real, you feel me? So that was the first time I saw that when I was in Franklin. But yeah, so my son, my Latin King son KC, and my son Jaquan from Long Island. You know what I mean? My guard body son Jaquan from Long Island. Them niggas amping me. Niggas like this, yo, son, I'm telling you, son, I was in Greene, I had to pop it off. My other man like, yo, I got cut in Greene, son, but I was popping in there, blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas is amping me. Yo, I'm telling you, son, that shit is crazy wild. When you go there, you gotta be ready to get it in. Know what I mean? This shit ain't laid back like Franklin. Know what I mean? You gonna have to get busy when you come in the door. So niggas is amping me crazy. So now, I'm going there with my chest swole up. I'm like, nah, niggas done amp me. Like, I gotta go in there and rep. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I can't be having niggas hearing, yo, son came there and he was tight, quiet. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas is like, yo, son, listen. Then when you get there, son, let me tell you, son, niggas be, it ain't like other jails, son. These niggas be popping niggas' lockers and sneak thieving in there. Because in Greene is adolescents. Niggas literally will pop your motherfucking locker, take everything out your locker, and you come back to your shit be gone. If niggas feel you a pussy nigga, they could get away with doing shit like that too. So my man's is telling me, yo, son, when you get there, I'm telling you, nigga, don't lock your locker, don't do none of that. Establish yourself from the day you get in there. Establish yourself from the day you get in there, my nigga. Let niggas know where you stand at, know what I mean? Fuck that, son, you a real nigga. Niggas amping me, so now I'm ready. I'm like, yo, yeah, let's go, nigga, we going, let's go. So they pack my shit up, you understand what I'm saying? End up in Greene. We get to Greene. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas talking about as soon as we get there, yo, it's no more beds in population. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna have to go to the box. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, the box? I'm like, yo, I thought this jail was mad wild. If it's so wild, why is it not no beds in population? It should be an open bed all the time. If niggas getting cut and blown up the way they say, niggas isn't here. So now, like I said, I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm coming in here, I'm gonna do me. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So niggas throw us in the box that night. You know what I mean? I'm coming from the mountains, nigga. The mountains. Greene is close to New York. Greene is like three and a half hours from New York. You feel what I'm saying? So the COs look different, all that. I see that broad Miss Smith, white broad Miss Smith. Know what I mean? She had the crazy big ass. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I wasn't used to seeing nothing with a big ass, nothing that was, she was one of them white chicks that, you know what I mean, dress and look a little bit black. I wasn't used to seeing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that, I was open. I'm like, oh shit, they got COs out here like this. Like, I can't wait to get into jail. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm in my cell cursing the jail out like fucking niggas. And at this time, Greene had like a 6-man, 8-man box, my nigga. Like, they had the smallest box, a stupid backwards ass jail. Niggas had the wildest jail in the state with the smallest box. So if you do something crazy, you going straight to the cat, because they don't even got no box like that. You going straight to the cat. So it's like, yo, my shit in there, you feel me? I'm like, these fucking clown ass niggas talking about this jail wild. Now, I mean, if it's wild, nigga, why is it no fucking open beds? So I laid my head down, nigga. As soon as I put my head on the pillow, I heard that shit. Red dot, B1, red dot, C2. I'm like, what the fuck is a red dot? Niggas like, yo, that means niggas jumping off in the jail, my nigga. Anytime somebody jump off in the jail, they call it over the loudspeaker so the police can respond. I was like, yo, that's kind of stupid, because that's just gonna get niggas hype. You understand what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So soon as I laid my pillow down, red dot, two red dots back to back. I'm like, damn, it is popping in this motherfucking jail. So the next morning, they pack our shit up. They like, yo, you going to this dorm? They start telling niggas which dorms they going to. They tell me, yo, you going to G2. Niggas like, yo, cut through the yard. Like, I was like, cut through the yard? Nigga, I ain't used to jails like that. Where I was in Franklin, it's a medium, but that shit run like Clinton, nigga. That shit run like a max, because it's ran by the nigga who used to run Clinton. LaFay, the nigga who they said they found 40 bodies under the gym floor in Clinton back in the days. It was a major scandal, and allegedly they found 40 inmate bodies under the gym floor in Clinton, and that nigga was killing niggas off for they motherfucking insurance money, legend has it, in the state of New York. You feel what I'm saying? And when I got to Clinton, when I first came to Clinton, because you got to go to Clinton to go through Franklin. When I first came to Clinton, I'll tell you that on another story, how them niggas was talking greasy to niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas told me, as soon as I came off the bus, nigga was like, you heard that story about the 40 bodies under the gym? He said, that shit ain't fiction, it's true, nigga. And you could be under the gym floor too. That's what the police told me, nigga, when I came to Clinton. Told all of us. Said, you could end up under that gym floor too. You act up in this motherfucker. This ain't New York City. You understand what I'm saying? This the mountains, nigga. They told us that. It's Denimora, you heard? Real talk. So I get the green. So niggas like, yo, cut through the yard, go to G2. So I'm like, cut through the yard? I never heard of no shit like that in my life. You understand what I'm saying? So I take my shit, I go through the yard. Niggas is in the yard. You understand what I'm saying? Now in the green, my nigga, is 2 yards. At this time, there's a little yard and there's a big ass yard on the other side. This was the ghetto side, and it was the ghetto side and Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills was the other side, the new builds of the jail. You understand what I'm saying? The ghetto side was, that shit been there forever. You feel what I'm saying? So it's ran down, it's dirty, and it runs different. And it looks dirtier and greasier and scarier to a nigga who don't know. So I cut through the yard. Know what I mean? I'm on full everything. I'm cutting through the yard. I'm like this. Niggas is in the yard looking at me, because you know niggas always gonna look at a nigga that's coming through with his property bags. So niggas is looking at me in the yard. I'm like this. Know what I mean? Because niggas was amping me. Like, yo, I'm telling you, son, you can't show no weakness in that fucking jail, son. So I come through. I go to my motherfucking bed. Niggas like, yo, this your bed over here. So I go to my bed now. When I had got packed up, I had just came from commissary. That always happens to me. Just coming from commissary, I get packed up. So I came there with like $30, $40 worth of food. Know what I mean? I had like 12, 13 tapes that was fire. I had the crazy Sony headphones, the crazy Walkman. In jail, your Walkman is your status symbol. Like, the type of Walkman, type of headphones you got is the type of nigga you are. If you got some little bullshit, cheap shit, some niggas be trying to have the most exclusive, most expensive headphones, Walkmans. You know, niggas is petty. Niggas want to have the shit that cost the most in jail to show that they was getting money in the streets or whatever. So I had a crazy Walkman. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy Walkman. I might even had the yellow waterproof Sony shit at the time. Know what I mean? With the motherfucking, with the stupid Sony headphones. You feel what I'm saying? I come in the motherfucking dorm, shit looking like a fucking jungle, my nigga. Everybody looking at me, shit looking like a fucking jungle. Adolescence, you feel what I'm saying? My shit like this. I come in the fucking dorm, I dump all my property on my bed. Young. Shit like this. I dump everything in all the other shit in my locker. Young. Open my shit wide, both sides, boom, so everybody can see what's in my locker. Everybody can see the pile of food and tapes and all type of shit on my bed. And I just walked out the dorm and went to chow. My nigga, they called chow. I walked out the dorm and went to chow. Left that shit just like that, my nigga. Took my sweet time going to chow, right? Then I came back, know what I mean? Did the same shit with the yard. They called the yard, left everything on my bed, left my locker wide open, went to the yard. You understand what I'm saying? And did my investigations. You feel what I'm saying? There was a couple of niggas who I seen that I came through with. They was out there. I'm like, yo, what up? Know what I mean? We start polying. The jail's so big, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You feel what I'm saying? So I come back to the dorm. My bunkie, my son L Power, at the time I ain't know son. So son told me, he like, yo, I woke up, I was like, fuck is this nigga? Who this nigga that came in and dumped all of this shit on the bed like he a motherfucking gorilla? You understand what I'm saying? So he turned around, he wake up, he was asleep. He wake up, he look at me, son, this nigga got the ice grill on. I got the ice grill on. So son like, yo son, what up? You just came from the box? You feel me? So I'm like, yeah. Nah, me, I just came out the box, but I just came from another jail. He like, oh, word? No, he said, yo, you came from the other side? I'm like, nah, I just came out the box, but I just came from another jail. He like, oh, all right. Nah, I mean, like, yo, you from Brooklyn? I'm like, yeah, I'm from the Ville. What's up? He like, oh, it's plenty of y'all niggas here. I'm like, oh, word? I'm like, I want to know if my motherfucking cousin is here. You understand what I'm saying? So a nigga like, who your cousin? Because I couldn't remember my cousin, the nigga Slave. Son was either in Washington or Greene. I couldn't remember. Or Kaksaki. So I was like, yeah, my cousin was like, what's your cousin name? I'm like, Slave. Nigga was like, yeah, that nigga here. I was like, he here? He like, yeah, that nigga here. And he on some bullshit too, my nigga. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm like, what you mean? He all right? He like, yo, son, that nigga in here acting crazy, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I gotta see my cuz. You feel what I'm saying? So we go back to chow. So now I'm going to chow. Now I mean, I'm walking and shit, walking like in Greene. It's wild, my nigga. Like niggas be getting cut, stabbed on the walkway. It's not like other jails, my nigga. Like niggas gotta go. Niggas go to chow and shit with the buddy system, nigga. Like it be so on and popping. Niggas be having to use the buddy system to go to chow and shit like that. You gotta walk with the peoples because it goes down, nigga, in a split second. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? I'm walking to chow. I'm with my son that I just met, that we bunkies, my nigga L Power. I'm walking with that nigga. Son turned out to be a cool nigga and originally from Fort Greene. So now I mean, we knew some of the same niggas. So we walking through. So that nigga like, nigga, your cousin and them niggas right there. You feel what I'm saying? So I see my cousin, the nigga walking with, now I mean, mad niggas from the field, man. I ain't gonna mention niggas' names because niggas is too legendary and niggas put in too much pain. You heard? But as anyway, niggas walking with the team. I had to mention names eventually, but niggas is walking with the team. So I see niggas, I creep up on son. I'm like, know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what up, dude? Yo, what up, dude? So that nigga like, turn around, what the fuck is this talking about, what up, dude? You understand what I'm saying? So all the niggas he with, them niggas get tensed up like, oh, this nigga like, niggas ready to pop. Niggas like, oh, this nigga. I'm like, what up, dude? So I lift my head up, and nigga see my shit, like, oh shit. Yo, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Yo, son, what up, son? Where you at, son? I'm like, yo, I'm in G2. He like, yo, son, word of mother, come to the yard tonight, son. Oh shit, yo, my cousin here, son. Word of mother. He like, yo, son, spin back with us, spin back. I said, nigga, I'm hungry as a motherfucker. I'm about to go to the mess hall right now and see what these niggas talking about. You heard? Know what I mean? So I went to the mess hall. By the time I came back from the mess hall, it was niggas waiting for me in the motherfucking, on the walkway. Yo, you Slave cousin? Yo, here, hold this. Niggas hitting me, my nigga. Weed, motherfucking food, everything. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, you Slave cousin? Yo, here, son. Yo, here, son. Word of mother, son. We in here, son. The whole Ville in here, son. Know what I mean? Come to the yard tonight. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm coming to the yard tonight. You feel what I'm saying? Came to the yard, see my son Squeak. Know what I mean? Squeak was on the island with me. I ain't know Squeak. One time I seen a nigga Squeak, he had just cut something. He was in the motherfucking YME pens. He's barking on the police like, I don't give a fuck what house you put me in, nigga. Any house you put me in, I'll blow something, nigga. That's what niggas called cutting back in the days, blowing something. Nigga like, any house you put me in, nigga, I'm gonna blow something. Real fucking talk, know what I mean? So I used to see the nigga Squeak, but I ain't know son. You feel what I'm saying? Now I finally seen son in Greene. So I'm like, yo, son, you Slave cousin, son, you just came from Franklin? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, my bros is there, man. I wonder if you know my bros. So he like, my son Sha, my son Ja. I'm like, yeah, those is the peoples. Like, I just left both of them niggas. I was in the dorm with Ja and I was in the dorm with Sha. Those my sons. I knew son was from the fort. Soon as I, you know what I mean? Soon as I hear them niggas talking, because all them Fort Greene niggas sounded like, you feel me? Like niggas from the 90s anyway. All them niggas got a certain kind of accent. I mean, I'm like, yo, this nigga, I know these niggas know each other. So sure enough, we all knew the same niggas. We start polying because, real talk, right after that, my cousin and them niggas shot over to the new side in Beverly Hills. You understand? Because it was popping on some race war shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It was popping, my nigga, on some race shit. Like, at the time, Latin Kings and Nietas ran the jail, DP. They all ran the jail. It was mostly a Spanish-dominated jail. You feel me? And at the time, they was on a warpath to cut any blood that came through the jail. Any blood that they knew of that came to the jail, they was trying to get at. You feel what I'm saying? So we was the team. We was Brooklyn. We was Brownsville. We was united, like Brownsville, Fort Greene, Crown Heights, the Star. We all was united. We was like a fucking gang within itself, just being from Brooklyn. You feel me? And there was a couple of niggas that was blood, that was fucking with niggas that niggas knew was blood, like the Kings and the Yetas. They knew they was blood, but they was peoples. You feel what I'm saying? And it was politics. So I knew Latin King niggas. I don't want to mention certain names because niggas was getting too busy. But like one of my Latin King mans, you understand what I'm saying? Like, in Greene, they got this shit called the festival. I'm gonna have to tell that on a different story. But they got this shit called a festival where they make everybody go to the yard twice a year. So if you're trying to hide from your beef, you're gonna have to deal with that shit on those 2 days in the festival. No matter who you are, it's mandatory that you go to the yard, because niggas be staying in Greene. Niggas don't never go to the yard because they be scared. I was in the yard until they kicked me out the yard every night. You understand what I'm saying? Me and my son Squeak. Squeak could tell you. It was a fucking war going on where niggas was getting stabbed up, almost murdered. Know what I mean? They stabbed this little nigga up 40 times in my dorm. I'm gonna tell that on a different story. They stabbed this nigga, like real talk, like one of them Latin gangs. They held this nigga down by his hands and legs and stabbed this nigga in his stomach 40 times, my nigga. He was 16 years old, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He's fucked up for life. I don't know how he ain't died. Line is, it was super popping in the jail. I'm talking about crazy, where me and Squeak used to be in the yard. Niggas be coming by like, son, what the fuck is y'all niggas doing in the yard? Do you know what's going on in the jail? Niggas be like, yo, bro, I can't stay in the house, son. We out here. Me and that nigga Squeak, real talk, when it was popping, and niggas was not coming to the yard unless it was the weekend when everybody was out there and the whole team was there. But the regular rec runs, you was food for them Latin gangs if it was beef. And it was to a point where it was so hot, even if you ain't had nothing to do with it, if you was black, you might get hit. You understand what I'm saying? And if you was affiliated with thug niggas and shit, you really might get hit. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas was like, don't even play the yard during the rec runs. Come out on the weekend when the whole team is out there. You feel what I'm saying? Because niggas had programs. Some niggas couldn't get to the yard. On the weekends, everybody could go to the yard. On the regular rec runs, certain houses go at certain times. So you may go to the rec run, you out there with 2, 3 deep. With your peoples, them niggas is out there 12, 13 deep, and they just tear you up in that yard. You understand what I'm saying? So me and the nigga Squeak, we used to be in the motherfucking yard when niggas was getting, when it was a red dot every 10 minutes and niggas was getting their heads blown off. Me and the nigga motherfucking Squeak was in that yard like this until the late go back like this. Niggas walking past shaking their head like, yo, son, y'all niggas crazy, son. Y'all niggas crazy. Like, what the fuck y'all doing out there? Niggas like, son, we out here. You understand what I'm saying? Squeak had the chain with the anchor. He had some big shit. Like, for jail, that shit was brolic. Son used to be like, here, son, hold it down so that when you in the yard, niggas could see you with your shit on and niggas know you a real nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I used to be wearing son hurt as soon as I came to the jail. And in Greene, listen, nigga, if you wear gold chain on your neck in Greene, my nigga, listen, you better get busy. You better get stupid busy. You better be ready for anything that come your way from anybody, any type of day, my nigga, because when you got a chain, a nigga want to yap you to get a reputation. You feel me? A nigga want to cut you and take that to say he robbed you so niggas could be scared of him and he could start his little gang. You feel what I'm saying? So when you just wearing a chain alone in Greene, it's like screaming out saying, I'm a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? So Squeak used to be like, yo, son, here, son, hold a hurt. We used to call it the beef. He'd be like, yo, son, hold a beef, son. So when you in the yard, niggas could be seeing you with the beef on. Know what I mean? So I used to be coming to the yard with the beef on like this. So niggas who ain't know me used to be looking and shit, Spanish gangs and shit. Fuck is this nigga? This jail getting too loose. The type of shit they face was saying. So I used to be looking at niggas like this. Fuck niggas looking at my beef for, nigga. What's up? Know what I mean? We was young and stupid, man, looking for trouble. But bottom line is, know what I mean, we was in that motherfucking yard when it was ugly. When it was ugly, when a lot of niggas was in Greene, but a lot of niggas wasn't coming to them yards, my nigga. Going to that gym, my nigga. They wasn't doing it because niggas was getting stabbed, cut, and boom. I was talking about how shit was popping in Greene. I forgot, I left out a piece, like a mad important piece, like. So boom, this is before niggas started all going over to the new side, when the nigga's son was like, everybody come to the new side so we could build this army, right? So we still on the old side at this time. So this nigga comes into jail, right? This nigga, I ain't even gonna mention his son name, he comes into jail from the max. I mean, he a life ass nigga, and he got a reputation for getting extremely busy. So I don't know the nigga, so you know, he an older nigga, and he already coming into jail influencing mad niggas. So in my head, I'm like, who is this nigga coming into jail influencing niggas like he gets stupid busy and he's some type of leader nigga or something like that? I don't know the nigga from a can of paint. You understand what I'm saying? But niggas is telling me, nah, I was behind the wall with that nigga, son. That nigga gets stupid busy, son. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So boom, I'm in the house. My other man comes in the house. This nigga named Great Mind. This is my son, I mean, love him. But at the time, I ain't no son. So we both guard body. So, I mean, Great Mind comes in the dorm. He in there looking like he ready to take shit over. So I'm like, who is this nigga coming in here ready, like, looking like he trying to take shit over? You feel what I'm saying? So my son Great Mind from Queens and from Brooklyn, I think. Know what I mean? But son get busy. So, know what I mean? The nigga comes in the spot. You feel what I'm saying? He goes to the yard one day. We go to the yard. So we in the yard mad deep. This is before niggas went over to the new side. We in the yard mad deep. It's mad of us. It's like 20 of us, Brooklyn niggas, on the weekend. Like I said, it's the yard on the weekend is different from the yard during the weekday. On the weekend, that shit is dangerous. Like to a point where most niggas, if you wasn't tough, niggas don't even come to the yard on the weekend at all. You understand what I'm saying? Because it be fucking jumping. You hear me? Every gang, especially on the old side of Greene, is small. So niggas got us smacked in like to the size of like 2-3 handball courts was the size of the entire yard. So they got 8 different active gangs and shit like that inside a little ass yard where niggas barely got space to even walk. You feel what I'm saying? So we in there, it's like 20 of us. Know what I mean? We all standing over there where the Brooklyn niggas stand at. Latin Kings, Yetas, them niggas on the handball court, whatever. So the dude, the lifer nigga who came into jail, that was an older nigga, he's spinning the yard with the kid Great Mind who just came to my dorm that I didn't know yet. So I'm looking at these niggas spinning the yard. I'm like, these niggas in here about to start some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I hope if this nigga coming in here to start all of this shit, I hope he get busy like niggas say he get busy. The lifer nigga, right? So, like I said, Great Mind and the lifer nigga is spinning the yard, talking to politics about what they gonna do with this race war situation. You feel what I'm saying? Word to everything I love. Out of nowhere, while these niggas spinning the yard, one of these Latin gangs sent the Doja. The nigga tries to run up on the lifer nigga with an ice pick and stab the lifer nigga with the ice pick. Word, this is on my soul, nigga. This nigga grabbed the motherfucking banger in midair, flipped it out his hand, took the banger, put it in his pocket, and pushed this nigga like, get the fuck out of here. So the nigga like, I'm like, hold up. I said, did that nigga just take his banger and push this nigga like a little kid? Like, get out of here, shorty. I was like, oh shit. Now I done heard rumors in the jails and the maxes. I've been in a couple of maxes, but I never was there for a long period of time, only a few months. You feel me? So I'm like, niggas used to tell me, yo, niggas in the maxes, my nigga, them niggas be flipping they bangers, having strings attached to that shit so it can't fall off their arm. They be going in. So I used to think that shit was, you know, folklore on how niggas get busy with bangers. My nigga, this nigga ran up on us. All this shit looked like it happened in slow motion, but it didn't happen in slow motion. This nigga ran up on this nigga and tried to plunge the ice pick into the nigga's stomach, my nigga. This nigga talking to another nigga walking. Nigga just was like, give me this shit. boom, get the fuck out of here. Push the nigga. Nigga just was like this. And the nigga kept moving. So once that happened, the police didn't see it, but they know something happened because every race just went with their own race. Once that shit happened, all the blacks went to the blacks, all the Spanish niggas went to the Spanish niggas, the Muslims went to the Muslim niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody went to their own group. So the police saw that shit. They was like, nah, something happened. They pulled the pin. Boom, on the go back. You feel what I'm saying? So they start telling niggas, yo, that niggas gotta go. That niggas gotta go. So I'm like, oh shit. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga just disarmed this nigga, took his banger, and now it's on because they tried to hit the nigga. So now he know niggas got a hit out on him. So now he gonna put in that work. Or I ain't know if he was gonna put in that work. So I'm like, oh, so we go back to the dorm. Now it's tension in the dorm. Crazy because of what happened in the yard between the blacks and the Spanish niggas. So now nobody can't sleep in the dorm, my nigga. That night, nobody could go to sleep. Like I said, me and my son used to have to take turns sleeping, watching each other. Because if I'm asleep, we sleep, one of them Spanish niggas could just run in our motherfucking dorm and pop off because we black. You understand what I'm saying? So we had to take turns sleeping that night, watching each other because of this nigga who got disarmed. So now the jail talking like, yo, this nigga gonna put in work. This nigga gets stupid busy. He gonna put in work. So I'm like, we'll see. You feel what I'm saying? So the next day, matter of fact, yeah, the next day, that night, the next night, right? Real talk, my nigga. We coming out for chow, right? We coming out for chow. F dorm and G dorm. My nigga Crime, my nigga Glock, them niggas is coming out. My nigga Marvell, I think Marvell was there. Know what I mean? We walking to chow. So it's dark, my nigga. Greene is dangerous. They be having niggas walking on walkways, that shit be dark. No light, so a nigga could just stab you up, get away with it, know what I mean? All of that, right? So we walking, so we coming out. As soon as I come out the dorm, I see some commotion. Like I see some commotion a little bit ahead of me in the dark. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't paying it no mind, a little bit of commotion. So I kept it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm walking. So the nigga Crime and the nigga Glock, they walking behind us. So I see them niggas stop and they turn around. So the nigga Glock is like, yo, come on, son. Come on, mind your business, son. Mind your business. You ain't got nothing to do with that. You feel me? So the nigga Crime like, nah, son, I want to see that shit. So boom, the kid that the lifer nigga who they tried to stab, that he disarmed him, it was a Spanish nigga in his house. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if he was involved with a gang or what. You know what I mean? But the lifer nigga, he wanted to get up out of there because he knew it was a hit out on him. So he had some other nigga with him. You understand what I'm saying? And bro, they ran up on the Spanish nigga, my nigga, and they start stabbing the nigga up right in front of the police. The police sitting in the bubble, like a heated little shack for them to watch, you know, the chow run. Son, they start stabbing this nigga up in front of the police. Bing, 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 cutting the nigga. One nigga is cutting the nigga, the other nigga is stabbing the nigga, right? Yo, bro, so like I said, my nigga Crime and Glock, they looking, they like, oh shit, they eating that nigga food, son. You feel what I'm saying? So, real talk, my nigga, the lifer nigga, he just drops his weapon. Them niggas just drop their weapons on the floor like, fuck out of here, nigga. Get me the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And them niggas bounced, they walked away. The police was so scared, the police jumped out. He didn't even pull a pin. He's supposed to pull a pin when something like that happened. He jumps out, he like, yo, don't move, I'm gonna get you to a hospital. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Niggas cut this nigga from here, through his cheek, over through the next cheek. So whereas all of this was one mouth, my nigga, his shit was flapping. His cheeks was split open on both sides and his shit was flapping like a giant mouth. Niggas blew his whole mouth open with a rug cutter. Son, the nigga standing there, he just don't even want to move. He like, so much blood is squirting out of his face and his sides from getting stabbed up. The police ain't even pull a pin. He was like, I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Come on, come with me, come with me. He trying to walk with this nigga to the hospital, my nigga. I'm like, oh shit. That nigga whole face was a mouth, my nigga. It ain't even funny. I never seen no shit like that. I was like, whoa. So like I said, I was underestimating the life of nigga. Like, this nigga better get busy. Like he say he getting busy coming in here starting problems and wars. He did get busy, my nigga. Cause they tore that nigga the fuck up crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And I never seen a cut that bad. And I've seen some terrible fucking cuts up north in Rikers Island. But I never saw a nigga shit that bad, my nigga. That niggas gave that nigga a giant mouth, my nigga. It was ugly. So I'm gonna go into the details on how the racial riot popped off and shit got crazy in Greene Correctional Facility. I'm gonna break down each jail. I was in like 6 or 7 jails, so I'm gonna break down each jail and what went down in each jail. But before I go into the racial riots and shit that popped off, or the shit that popped off over race in Greene, I want to let it be known that Greene is also where I started rapping. Like, you feel me? Before that, I tried a couple of times to write a rhyme. I was super trash. I just gave up at it. You feel what I'm saying? When I got to Greene, when I was on the old side, you know, I seen niggas. I heard niggas was spitting. But my cousin and them niggas was like, yo, come over to the new side. Everybody in the new side. You like y'all niggas the only few niggas left over there. Now I mean, come back to the new side. Come over to the new side. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come over there. So these dudes, they sent me to a ASAP dorm. Like, I signed up for ASAP to get over there. You feel what I'm saying? ASAP was only on that side. So I go to ASAP. It's like a drug program dorm. It's way stricter than regular general population dorms. I hated that shit. So I mean, I'm in that shit. I'm like, yo, I ain't fucking with this shit. Like, these niggas gonna have to do what they do, hit me at the board, whatever they gonna do. I can't stand it. I can't sit in this program. You know, you got a program all day, talk about drug abuse and treatment. I ain't got no time for that shit. I was too young. So, when I had got over there and I seen niggas in the jail, my cousin and them, everybody was spitting crazy. Like, they was a group, you know what I mean? The 7 Dons at the time. And everybody that was there was crazy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Spitting crazy. Like, this is before I ever wrote my first rhyme. So, my first real rhyme. So my cousin, I came to the yard, my cousin like, nigga Lucky Dawn, know what I mean? From Suffalo, that's the nigga Pow Wow, know what I mean? The nigga 2-1, the nigga Glock, my son Trey Deuce, rest in peace. You feel what I'm saying? And son was just pointing out everybody. You understand what I'm saying? My nigga Hamo was there spitting too, but Hamo came later. You feel what I'm saying? But son was just introducing me to everybody that was there. Some niggas I knew from the town, you know what I mean? I hadn't seen in a few years. You feel me? So my son Hars from Harlem, you know what I mean? Son from St. Nick, you know what I mean? My son Hars, he was down with the team too, spitting his head off. You feel me? So everybody spitting bars to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and when I say niggas was crazy, I'm talking about niggas was crazy, my nigga. Like, my son Pow Wow, the nigga Lucky Dawn, like, these niggas was throwing bars back and forth like Ray and Ghost. Now, I mean, I was shocked when I heard niggas. I was like, yo, these niggas is crazy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about niggas' bars was crazy. My son 2-1 Glock, that nigga was motherfucking crazy. All of these niggas was crazy, son. My cousin, Val Dawn, like, everybody had Dawn on their name. Lucky Dawn, Powder Dawn, you feel what I'm saying? Val Dawn, like, everybody was including the Dawn shit in their name. You understand what I'm saying? They was called the 7 Dawns, but then we started getting too deep. So niggas had to change their name to the last Dawns. You feel what I'm saying? We was talking that Dawn shit on some rap shit before anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, niggas is so nasty. I'm talking about, my nigga, when I say niggas was nasty, I'm not just talking about because niggas was my mans and we was cool. I thought they rapped good. No, I'm talking about these niggas was spitting they fucking brains out. You understand what I'm saying? Pow Wow. Anybody who knows these niggas, they already know. You understand what I'm saying? But for those who don't know these niggas was spitting their brains out. My son Trey Deuce spitting his brains out. Trey Deuce was from Brownsville houses. You feel what I'm saying? Pow, Luck, motherfucking my cousin Hars. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody was spitting that fire, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. So I was so influenced by that shit, right? When I heard niggas spit like that, my cousin was like, yo, everybody spitting, son. We coming home, we coming at this rap shit, son, real talk. So I'm like, damn, like, I'm the only nigga that ain't spitting, like, you feel me? Son, I went to the dorm, son. Word to mother. I went to the dorm. My son Marvell was there spitting. Chuck Burns was there. Know what I mean? My son Foul was there. Niggas was spitting. The spitters was there in Greene at this time. You feel what I'm saying? So, I go back to the ASAT dorm, right? So, I think they had transferred me from one ASAT dorm to the next ASAT dorm. So now it was really tight. I'm like, come on, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas moving me around and shit. So I come into the other ASAT dorm. The police come straight up to me. Like, after a couple of hours with a tour change, the police came up to me. Nigga was like, yo, listen, I know who you are. I know who you affiliated with. You're not staying in this dorm. So I'm like, I'm not staying in this dorm. I was going to sign out anyway. The next day when the counselor came in, I was going to sign out and get the fuck out of there anyway. So he came in, he was like, yo, you're not staying in this dorm. If you do stay in this dorm, they believe me, they'll find a banger in your locker. Nigga threatening to set me up. Police threatening, saying if I don't get out his house, he gonna have niggas put a banger. He gonna put a banger in my locker, call a squad, have them find the shit, and send my ass to the box or get a new charge or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, I was already planning on signing out anyway, out the program anyway, so he ain't even had to say all of that. So I was like, oh, no doubt, my nigga, I'm signing out anyway. He said, oh, yeah, good. So, you know what I mean? You'll be out of here in an hour. I said, good. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't even unpack my shit. Know what I mean? Them niggas sent me to K2. K2 was the loosest dorm on that side, meaning niggas could do anything they want in that dorm. It was a completely different world from ASAP. You understand what I'm saying? So literally, I promise you this. When niggas sent me to that dorm, when I walked in, I don't know, it might have been J1 before I went to K2. I might have been in J1 before I went to K2. But one of them dorms they sent me to was regular population. That shit was a jungle. You understand what I'm saying? I go up in there, my nigga. ASAP, everything clean. You gotta have your bed clean. Niggas find a piece of lint on the floor. You getting rolled up. You understand what I'm saying? Stupid shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So they sent me to the exact opposite of that shit. Opposite of that shit, the jungle. You understand what I'm saying? Regular population dorm. I come in there, my nigga. I look around. Everybody doing what they want to do. It looks so free and comfortable. That shit literally made me sit down and write my first rhyme. I wrote a dope ass rhyme. You understand what I'm saying? And I came to the yard the next day. And my cousin seen me looking at that shit in my pocket. He was like, what's that, nigga? Nigga was like, I was like, yo, I wrote a rhyme. And I was like, don't blow it up, though. And I mean, I wrote a rhyme. I'll let you. Nigga was like, hey, yo. No, he's like, yo, first, he's like, yo, let me hear it. Let me hear that shit. So I'm like, yo, hold on. I pull my shit out. You know what I mean? Pause. I spit my shit. You know what I mean? Nigga like, oh, that shit fight. And nigga like, hey, yo, this nigga wrote a 16. Come listen to this shit, son. I'm like, yo, son, come on, my nigga. Know what I mean? Nigga was too shy at that time to be spitting bars in front of a bunch of niggas. He like, nah, son, that shit fire, son. He like, yo, son. So all these niggas come running over there. Yo, let me hear that, son. Let me hear that. You feel what I'm saying? Glock, pow, all them niggas like, yo, let me hear that, son. I spit my little nervous 16. Niggas like, yo, son, that shit fire. Know what I mean? Real talk, son. We ain't even fronting, son. That shit fire, son. That's your first rhyme, son. Stop playing, son. I'm like, yeah, son. That's the first joint. He's like, yo, son, you nice, son. What's gonna be your name? What's gonna be your name? I was like, yo, St. Lazarus. It was like, why St. Lazarus? At the time, I was on my God body shit heavy. I was studying the Bible crazy. You feel me? My thing was, know what I mean? Born in the lessons and all of that through the Bible, smashing niggas. You feel me? Smashing niggas. I was smashing niggas with the Bible and the lessons. You feel what I'm saying? So, know what I mean? I was like, St. Lazarus, my nigga, that's the black man. He laid at the rich man's gate to be fed, begged to be fed from the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. I said, that's the black man, my nigga. That's the ghetto. That's us. It was like, yo, that shit deep, son. That shit deep. Word to mother. You know, we was all God body. We all had knowledge of self, but we wasn't really fucking with the body, like the gods and shit like that, because we was doing all type of savage shit and involved in all type of savage shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we all had knowledge of self. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I spit that first rhyme. Niggas started amping me. Yo, son, you nice, son. You nice. I started writing more and more rhymes, my nigga, and I never looked back. You feel what I'm saying? I never looked back. I started, doing this shit for real. When I came from the can, I kept it funky. But I just wanted to let that be known. It was in Greene when I came to Greene during the middle of all that race riot shit. You know what I'm saying? That I wrote my first rhyme. And I was influenced by all the niggas from my hood from Brownsville that was in there spitting their brains off. Squeak was another nigga that was in there spitting his brains. I don't want to forget niggas, you feel what I'm saying? But it was a lot of niggas that was spitting their brains off, you feel me? But those main niggas I named, those are the dudes who, influenced me to sit down and write my first rhyme. When I heard how nice dudes was, I said, yo, I can't be the nigga that from the team that I'm the only nigga that ain't spitting that heat. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I gotta get my shit together. So I went and wrote my first shit, nigga, and that shit came out of the straight relief of not being in the ASAT dorm and going to regular population, where I was free to do what the fuck I wanted to do. You feel what I'm saying?
So, you know, these stories about Greene Correct, I'm gonna do all the jails up north, but I mean, the story about Greene Correctional got to be told in parts, because there's so much shit about Greene and so much shit that happened in the couple of years I was in there. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I gave up. I paused the race. I paused the race riot shit. Know what I mean? So I could explain how I started rapping in Greene. You understand what I'm saying? And the dudes who influenced me to start rapping. You understand what I'm saying? So now how this race shit started, how this race war got popping.
Clown shit like that. What if I just broke my whole shit?
How the race war got started? Been a rap. But anyway, how the race war got started, right? So, like I said, Greene is 75% adolescent. Now I mean, the other 25% is adults. I seen some adults come there and say, I'm not staying here, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be around these fucking crazy adolescents. You feel what I'm saying? So boom, this nigga comes to the jail, right? Like I told you, the jail right now is mostly ran by Latin gangs. Now I mean, Latin Kings, Nietas, DPs. You feel what I'm saying? And at the time, Nietas was getting super busy. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about super busy. One of the head niggas was in my house, and he was from DFY. That nigga was cutting everything moving. You understand what I'm saying? Like trying to keep, what they was trying to do was keep the Bloods from expanding and taking over the jail, because they knew they was coming up north by the truckloads. So they was trying not to let control of the jail get to the next gang. You feel what I'm saying? So all of the Latin gangs was together in that mission. And them niggas was going at any Bloods that came through. So like I said, Nieta niggas was the main niggas busting their hammer crazily. You understand what I'm saying? The Latin Kings was the niggas who was running the jail, basically like a hierarchy. They was calling the shots. You understand what I'm saying? And the DPs was into all type of shit too. You feel what I'm saying? So this nigga comes to the jail, who I can't mention his name, but he's from Brownsville, and he's a super legend and a super goon. You feel what I'm saying? And basically, for the purposes of this, we'll just call him Son. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, when I get to Greene, my cousin's like, yo, you know that nigga Son is here, right? So I was like, oh, word? He was like, yeah, son, that nigga here, and there's about to be some shit. You understand what I'm saying? So this nigga comes to the jail. He's not an adolescent, he's an adult. This nigga brolic like the Black Incredible Hulk. This nigga like this. This nigga chest is out here. You know how Ironhide from the Transformers? That's how that nigga chest was. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga brolic. When niggas show, there go Son right there. When I seen Son, I was like, God damn. Like this nigga was, I'm talking about like a machine, my nigga, like this. So he comes to the jail. This nigga calls all of the gangs to the yard. He calls all of the gangs to the yard. He like, yo, everybody come to the yard. He went and got word to all the leaders of all the gangs in the jail and told them niggas to come to the yard, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He tells these niggas, yo, real talk, my name is Son. You know what I mean? Anything coming in this jail, drugs, anything, I need a percentage of everything. Know what I mean? Or niggas gonna die in here. Real talk, like he in the yard telling these niggas by himself. My nigga, I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Brownsville. This is what it is, nigga. Anything coming in the jail, I better get a percentage of it or it's gonna be a problem. You feel what I'm saying? That's how he giving it up. So all of the gangs is in the yard. They don't know what to say. They shocked. They like, who the fuck is this nigga? And some of them niggas know who he is. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, this nigga got everybody hyped now. So all the young niggas from Brownsville, they hyped. They like this. Yeah, nigga, Son is here. It's about to get crazy. So niggas is ready to get it in. You feel what I'm saying? So my cousin and me, my nigga Squeak, shit like that. Like basically, all right, so this is what happened. My phone is about to die, so I'm gonna have to continue this later. But basically, it was always racial tension in the jail, right? A lot of black niggas was getting cut. If you wasn't Muslim or guard body, You was food. You understand what I'm saying? If you wasn't a wild ass nigga, you just a regular black nigga, you was target practice for a nigga razor or a nigga banger. You feel what I'm saying? Or a nigga can top. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, this nigga, he got everybody hyped. So now he pulling everybody to the new side of the jail. Yo, everybody come to the new side of the jail. We gonna take over the whole jail. Everybody that's from the Ville, everybody that's from Brooklyn, everybody with the team, come over to the new side of the jail. So everybody start going over to the new side of the jail, pulling strings to get pulled over to the next side of the jail so niggas could build an army up. You understand what I'm saying? Because some shit took place. So this is the straw that broke the camel's back, that made niggas take it to the next level. Basically, you know, the Latin Kings, the Yetas, the Spanish gangs, they run the handball courts. So niggas was playing handball. The handball kept bouncing off the handball court.
Yo, so this is the story about how I seen niggas throw boiling hot grease on a nigga in Greene, right? So it's brick ass cold like up north out here right now. I feel like I'm in the yard, but it's like, yo, check it, right? This is around during the time when racial shit was popping, before everybody went over to the new side, Beverly Hills, and niggas is still on the ghetto side of Greene, right? So this nigga who comes in the dorm, this nigga that's in my dorm, matter of fact, first of all, let me explain something to you about Greene. At this time, like I said, Latin Kings was the main gang that had a stronghold, but Brooklyn and Queens really was running that shit. You feel what I'm saying? The Latin Kings had that jail for years and years and years, so they ain't going nowhere. But as far as the crazy shit going on in the jail, niggas getting robbed, cut, shit like that, it was Brooklyn and Queens. It was a few Harlem niggas doing their thing. Harlem niggas used to fuck with us. Some Harlem niggas used to fuck with us. You understand what I'm saying? Some Bronx niggas used to fuck with us. But mostly, at this point, at this time, it was a crazy Brooklyn mob and a crazy Queens mob. The nigga that was in my house, know what I mean? Son was from the Bronx. Son had a crazy blast on his face that he caught on the island. Crazy shit. And everybody knew son for that cut. One day, the nigga who cut him on the island, the nigga comes into the crib. We in G2. Nigga comes in on the crib, the nigga who cut him. So the nigga who comes in, he don't know nothing about up north. He fresh from the island. He don't know nothing about up north life. You feel what I'm saying? So he comes in the crib. He sees the nigga that he know he cut. But something must have told this nigga, maybe this nigga don't know it's me and I could get away with laying low here, or he was so confused about up north, he didn't understand that he could have got the fuck up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Or I don't know what the situation was on why this nigga decided he would stay in this dorm. But he comes in the dorm, he put the nigga bed right on Broadway. Broadway means your cube is located in a place where people could walk past your shit all day, every day. That's dangerous. Anybody could do something to you walking past your shit all day, every day. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, this nigga's in the crib now. Nobody says nothing to the nigga. Nobody looking at the nigga funny. None of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So he's in there. Now, the nigga who got cut, the nigga who he cut, he rocking this nigga to sleep. He telling his peoples from the Bronx that's in there with him, yo, that's that nigga who cut me. You feel what I'm saying? So they rock this nigga all the way to sleep, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So the nigga's in the house for a couple of days. Nobody said nothing to him. Nobody did nothing to him or looked at him funny. So he feeling like, all right, I'm in the clear. I must be in the clear. Niggas don't know it's me that cut this nigga. Like, he don't remember that it's me that cut him. So, like I said, niggas rock this nigga all the way to sleep. So the nigga, he ain't stupid. That's how niggas knew it was him. Cause he wasn't coming out of his cube. He'd go to the bathroom and shit, but he wasn't coming out of his cube. He wasn't coming to the day room or the rec room or none of that shit. Or going to the yard or none of that shit, because he knew he had did some serious dirt. You feel me? And from what I heard, this nigga cut a bunch of niggas on the island. You understand what I'm saying? Something happened. It's crazy, police. You understand what I'm saying? But like, yo, so check it. So one day, so like 2 days later, 2 nights later, so it's nighttime. This nigga just be in his cube, sleep all the time. The nigga who they rocking to sleep, he just be in his cube, sleep all day, every day. That's how you know this nigga guilty. You understand what I'm saying? So they let this nigga, like I said, 2 days go by. They let this nigga rock. So one day, one night, I mean, I'm coming out the motherfucking, out the dorm to go to the bathroom. Now I mean, I'm going to the bathroom. Now I mean, it's pitch dark in the dorm, so I'm coming to the bathroom. I'm coming to the day when it's mad light. I'm like, I see niggas over there at the card table playing cards. So I go over there. I'm like, let me go over there and see what these niggas doing. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there, yo, what y'all niggas doing? Now I mean, it's like, yo, they playing crazy eights. So now I mean, I look, I see it's a metal hot pot on the table. Shit got oil in it, bubbling crazy. This is why they banned these metal hot pots in New York State prisons. You feel what I'm saying? So I look, the motherfucking oil, like, you know how when you heat oil up, it get hot, you don't know if it's hot or not until you drop something in it? That wasn't the case with this oil. This oil was jumping from side to side. Like it just was ready to jump out the hot pot, because them shits ain't meant to be boiling on oil. It takes oil to temperatures that's dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? So I look, I see the hot pot bubbling crazy. It's not even bubbling, it's like a tidal wave. It's like tidal waves of oil shooting back and forth. So I'm like, so niggas is like, yo, we about to splash this nigga with the hot grease, son. You understand what I'm saying? So I see niggas got a bean can, and niggas got a work glove so that they can hold the bean can, because that shit gonna be crazy burning once they put the oil in it. So I'm like, what? He like, yeah, son, we about to, I mean, niggas is about to throw some hot grease on this nigga that's in here. So once niggas told me that, I was like this, all right, gentlemen, have a good night. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out of here, nigga. Y'all niggas about to catch a new charge. You feel what I'm saying? So I go back to my cube. I go lay down, my bunkie, this nigga Rod's son. Now I mean, this nigga gets up, he about to go to the bathroom. This is like 20 minutes later, he gets up, he about to go to the bathroom. I say, yo, son, lay down, son. Lay down. He like, fuck you talking about, son? I go to the bathroom. I said, son, lay down. Now I mean, stay in your motherfucking bunk. Shit is about to go down, and you don't want to get caught up in that shit, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Stay where the police could see your ass and verify that you was in your cube when shit went down. So he like, what happened, son? So I put son on. I'm like, hey, yo, niggas about to do some crazy shit, my nigga. I just seen these niggas boiling the fucking oil in the hot pot. So my man like, word? Good. Glad you told me. So that nigga go play the cube. We sleep in the double cube together. You understand what I'm saying? He go play the cube. You know what I mean? So we chilling. So boom. The police call account. So the police call account. When they call account, everybody comes in the dorm to go to their bed so they can get counted, right? And then they go check the bathroom, the day room, make sure ain't nobody in there cut, stabbed up, or some crazy shit like that, right? So I'm in my cube. I know it's gonna go down. You feel what I'm saying? My bunkie know it's gonna go down because I done put him on. So when they call account, niggas come in the dorm, rush in the dorm. As soon as the police go in the bathroom to do the check and all that, niggas rush in the dorm. Niggas got the oil. So, son, they got cut, his man, they come in together. It's him and his man. So they come in, his man just snatches the blanket off the nigga. The nigga had himself sleeping covered with the blanket. His man comes in, he snatches the blanket off the nigga. The nigga just splashes the nigga with the oil. The nigga just like this. The nigga jumps up. He trying to get, like, the sheet was still on him or something. He like, Nigga pulls his shirt off. He trying to take his shirt off. He comes, his shirt, takes his shirt off. He like, Nigga burning. So the police comes in. This nigga was a G. The police comes in. He starts doing the count. The nigga sees the police come in while he roasted. Know what I mean? The nigga see the police comes in. The nigga lays down in his bed, throws the blanket back over him. Police come around, kick his bed. Yo, you up? He like, yeah, I'm up. You understand what I'm saying? Police continue. He like, all right, count clear. Niggas go back out into the day room. This nigga is laying in his bed. He just got boiling hot grease thrown on his face and his chest. His shit on fire. So this nigga's in his cube. We like this. Is this nigga sitting there holding that shit down, nigga? I be in the hospital right now. Fuck what you heard. I be asking for some medical treatment. You understand what I'm saying? So this nigga is sitting in the cube for like an hour, my nigga. After niggas threw this hot grease on this nigga. I done got popped with hot grease just frying shit. And I be mad and cursing for an hour and a half, running butter and water and all type of shit on my cut. So I can imagine, on my blister, so I can imagine how this nigga must be feeling after niggas threw all of that fucking burning hot grease on his face and his chest. You understand what I'm saying? So this nigga was G'd up. This nigga stays in his fucking cube for an hour, my nigga. Then eventually, he couldn't take it no more. He goes up to the cube. We watching the nigga from my cube, from in the back. So I'm like, there he goes. So he going to the police. So the nigga goes up to the police. He like, yo, officer, I need to go to the hospital. So the police like, what happened? It's dark in the dorm. The police got a little light on his desk, but it ain't on. You understand what I'm saying? So he turned around. He like, what's the matter? What's the problem? So the nigga like, yo, I was cooking in my in my cube, and the hot pot tipped over and it spilled on me. So the police turn around all the way in the chair. He like, let me see. Nigga clicks on the light, my nigga. He sees this nigga, and he damn near falls out his chair. Oh shit! And he pulls the pin. Red dot G2. They call the shit over the loudspeaker. So now everybody in the dorm like, what happened? What happened? They calling the red dot. Son, this nigga had 3rd-degree burns on his face and his chest. The police came back in and told us like, yo, y'all niggas is fucked up. Y'all got, I mean, that boy got 3rd-degree burns on his face and his chest. He's gonna have to have all type of plastic surgery to fix that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody in the dorm quiet. So check it. Niggas in the dorm snitch on son that threw the hot grease on a nigga. Like, niggas snitched on son, cause now they scared of son and his little team of Bronx niggas that roasted this nigga. So now niggas is scared. So now niggas dropping slips on these niggas. Yo, he the one who did it, blah, blah, blah. So they come in, they cuff son up. The nigga, the son who did it. One of them, they cuff son up. They take son out. So they lock son up. They put son in the box till the ticket hearing come or the next day or whatever. And they asked the kid who they threw the oil on, is this the nigga who threw the oil on you? And the kid was like, nah, that ain't him. And they let that nigga go, son. Son came back to the dorm, yeah. Niggas like this, oh shit. He like, yo, that nigga ain't rap, my nigga. He kept it official. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody in the dorm had to respect that nigga, my nigga. Like, yo, that nigga did his dirt. He knew what he did. You understand what I'm saying? He got what came back for doing the dirt that he did, and he held it down. He got it worse, and he held it down, and he ain't rap, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That was one of the realest things I've ever seen being locked up, and that's a fact. Remember I told you the life of nigga disarmed the nigga in the yard, took his banger, and all of that. So I forgot to mention that night, that afternoon, as soon as the yard went back, mad niggas jumped off. Like mad niggas that was peoples. I ain't gonna mention certain names, but mad niggas that was fucking with us. They're like, yo, son, when I go back to the dorm, I'm blowing it up. I'm not staying here because I know them niggas gonna try to move. So when the yard went back that night, niggas popped off like 5 different red dots on the whole old side. So like 5, 6 niggas from the team got packed up because they went back to the dorms and put in work because they was fucking with that nigga like that. You understand what I'm saying, son? That ended up blowing up the spot and cutting the nigga mouth open and all of that. They was fucking with son on the Nubian shit. So like I said, niggas started trying to start this shit called Nubian, which is not really a gang, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a gang, my nigga. You feel me? But a lot of good lifers and niggas from behind the wall, they fuck with that shit, and it's deep. Like, I mean, they on like kind of like on some guard body shit. Now, I mean, they study the sciences of Africa and Egyptology, shit like that, and they greet each other with Hotep. So now niggas is running around, you know, trying to get this Nubian gang popping because, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas is outnumbered by the Spanish niggas. So now niggas trying to get some organization together. You feel what I'm saying? So mad niggas is running around saying Hotep, like trying to promote this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So most niggas go over to the new side. After all of the shit popped off, most niggas go over to the new side to form up. So it's only a few of us left on the old side. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, know what I mean? Handful of niggas still left on the old side. Me, the nigga Squeak, you know what I mean? Crime Glock. Like, it was, know what I mean? It was a handful of niggas still left on the old side. You feel what I'm saying? So, I wasn't too thrilled about going to the new side because I was comfortable in my dorm. You feel me? I'm like, I'm good. Like, you understand? I don't want to go over there. You feel what I'm saying? Shit is all new. You know what I mean? The old side is run down. It's like more like the streets. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't really want to go over there, but I wanted to go over there with the peoples. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm eventually go over there. You understand what I'm saying? So we wasn't feeling the whole Nubian shit. We like, I'm not joining no gangs. You feel what I'm saying? Me, Squeak, rest in peace, that nigga Rab from the Star. Like, I remember one time we was in the library. Me, Squeak, Rab. I mean, this nigga, T from the Star. All of us, we was in the library, and we all just was like, yo, you fucking with that shit, my nigga? You fucking with that Nubian shit? So everybody was like, nah, son, I ain't fucking with it. You understand what I'm saying? And my cousin was another nigga. Like, my cousin had got into some words with son, the nigga who was the mad gorilla. Cause he told my cousin, he like, yo, what's up with y'all niggas, man? You know what I mean? Y'all niggas supposed to be from the Ville, whatever. Y'all ain't jacking this Nubian shit. So my cousin was like, yo, listen, my nigga, we ain't joining no gangs. We ain't doing none of that. If it's on, it got to pop with, now you need the squad. The squad is here, my nigga. We gonna jump, we gonna ride with you. But we ain't turning no gangs. We ain't talking that hotep shit. We ain't doing none of that, my nigga. No disrespect to nobody who is doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's real niggas involved in that shit. Know what I mean? But we not joining no new gangs. We not becoming nothing under the influence of a next nigga. So all of us was feeling that way. You feel what I'm saying? Squeak, Rab, T, everybody that was coming to the library to get up, and Polly that was still left on the old side, none of us was feeling that shit. We like, nah, I ain't turning nothing. I ain't turning nothing. You feel what I'm saying? If it's on, it's on. We here, but we ain't turning nothing. Know what I mean? So, like I said, everybody start going over to the new side eventually. You feel what I'm saying? So eventually I went over to the new side. I got packed up, and that's when I went to that ASAT dorm and shit like that. And shit popped from there. You feel what I'm saying? But then, so what really popped off the race war, what was the straw that broke the camel's back, like I said, the Latin gangs run the handball court. So the ball kept bouncing off the handball court, and my son, whose name I ain't gonna mention right now, know what I mean, he kept getting it for them niggas. This was before I knew son. I got cool with son afterwards. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, the ball kept going off the handball court. So son got it for them niggas like 3 times. On the 4th time, he like, I ain't getting that shit no more. So the ball came off the court. The nigga was like, yo, get that ball for me. So my man was like, I ain't getting that shit no more, my nigga. I got that shit like 4 times already. You feel what I'm saying? 3 times already. So niggas was like, all right. So niggas took it as disrespect. So when they called to go back and everybody lined up to go back, or I mean everybody going through the gate to go back, niggas tried to cut son. Wrong, know what I mean? I don't think they cut son so bad. They just nipped him, like, you understand what I'm saying? But niggas tried to cut him. It was disrespectful. So black niggas in the jail, because son was neutral. Son wasn't in no gang, no religious organization, nothing. So black niggas start feeling like, nah, these niggas is getting out of control. Like, I mean, they just could cut any nigga they want. If we used to just cut a random Latin nigga like that, it'd be a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas wasn't feeling that shit. Know what I mean? So once they tried to cut son, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's what had this nigga son, the gorilla, super gorilla nigga, that's what made him say, that's a rap, nigga. We forming up and we taking over the jail. Like, these niggas is out of control. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, at the time, a lot of us was still on the old side. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of us was still on the old side. But when that shit happened, everybody start going over to the new side to form up. You understand what I'm saying? So it was only a few of us left on the old side. The nigga son, the one that was pressing niggas and taking over the jail, the gorilla nigga, like, he had a couple of other niggas that was from the Maxes that was super goons and hitters too. You feel what I'm saying? That was fucking with him. So I'ma keep it real. Niggas had the whole jail. Like, a lot of niggas was scared of these niggas. So niggas started dropping slips on these niggas. Like, I'm telling you, like 100 different niggas started dropping slips on these niggas. Like, know what I mean? Yo, this nigga terrorizing the jail. It's unsafe for him. Then rumor had it, son was fucking one of the COs and all of that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's how wild son was. He had the CO bitch under pressure. You feel me? So niggas was snitching on him about that. Yo, he fucking the CO. He fucking one of the COs. You feel what I'm saying? They was doing anything to get this nigga out the jail, my nigga. Anything, you feel me? And eventually they came and got son. They just came and packed them niggas up and got them niggas out the jail. And that shit came from straight niggas ratting. You know what I'm saying? So we got word. Niggas like, yo, they ratted on son. They got son out of here. Him and his, you know what I mean, 3-4 niggas that he was fucking with from the Maxes that was super goons. You feel what I'm saying? So now son was gone before shit got real crazy. So shit did get crazy, and a few niggas got cut and stabbed up over that shit. But the real war that niggas was afraid gonna take over, that the whole jail gonna pop off, it ain't happened because they snitched on them niggas and got them niggas out the jail. Now I mean, once that nigga was gone, now the younger niggas in our generation, now we had the jail totally. So it was a wrap after that. You feel what I'm saying?